Yo, what's good guys, it is JD here, hello and welcome back to another episode of the I Rate Your Squad series, second episode of the week, second episode based off of this tweet right here, which has now got 120 replies to it, which is absolutely ridiculous. So we've got another 10 people in the episode through today, and then this is going to be the first video of the day because the second one is going to be a very exciting one. No Money Spent episode with the level 30 Ascension board, with a Pink Diamond Kristaps Porzingis, which we're going to put 6 extra Hall of Fame badges onto, including Intimidator, to try and sell him for some profit, and also opening up that Diamond Kobe 6 shoe pack in the hopes of getting that 3-point or that +5 boost to the 3 and the mid-range. Hopefully get that variant of it, because I think that shoe is still very expensive. So make sure you stay tuned for that video later on. And of course, tomorrow we've got a Galaxy Opal LeBron James giveaway. That's right. You heard that right. Galaxy Opal LeBron James giveaway live on Twitch tomorrow evening. So 6 p.m. No, wait, not 6 p.m. 8 p.m. GMT, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Twitch.tv/JD_crossover. You can be on any console. It does not matter. And all you got to do to be able to win is just be in the stream at the time that I'm live. So that's coming. It's going to be a very good weekend, boys. It's going to be a very exciting weekend indeed. So let's jump into it for today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe for the daily streams and the daily videos. And a huge thank you to the goats of the channel: Eric, Jason, Cody, Spooky, Caleb, Andrew, Josh, Hammer, Milkshake, Luke, Rohan, and a special shout out to Aiden as well. My guys. Right, first squad we have got today is going to be my guy Brady. Almost all of the players are badged out. On next gen, got Terry, the first triple offline game of the day, bruh. Yesterday for me, around 20 to 30k from badging out Terry fully. We've got Dwayne Wade, Terry the dentist, Jimmy Buckets, Antawn Jamison, DeMarcus Cousins, and off the bench, Baron Davis, Kobe, PG, KD, and Chris Webber, and then Grant Hill, Wayne Embry, and John Stockton. That is a ridiculous team. I would say, I mean, you've got a lot of MT in some of these cars, but I mean, you've locked in for Chris Webber, so I don't think MT is a problem for you, let's be real. Maybe you could go ahead and sell Kobe and Paul George, because they're still reasonably expensive, I think. Maybe you can sell those two guys and bring in somebody a bit cheaper, so move KD to the 3 and get KP in at the 4, and then have KP and Chris Webber as your big man. That's not a bad shout. I just think you've got so many expensive cards. To be fair, if you're balling out with these cards, you can clearly afford it, so why not, man? Ball out. That is a ridiculous team to get things started off here today. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to give that one, can it be better? I mean, I guess it can with, Bron, AD, and T-Mac now in the game, but only just. We'll give that one a 9.5 out of 10. Great stuff, Brady. Next up, we have got Max. I have 1.6 million MT, a few hundred cards to Damian Lillard. I want to get a better backup center, power forward, and shooting guard. Any suggestions? So, Dwayne Wade, Cam Reddish, Antawn Jamison, Wayne Embry, Blake. Off the bench, Baron Davis, JB, Bobby Jones, Thel Bailey, and Chris Bosh with 1.6 milli to spend. So let's spend some of that MT. I usually recommend sort of like mid-tier budget guys, but no. If you got 1.6 mil, I'm recommending you the best of the best. So, point guard, not point guard, that's the center, literally the opposite end. Center position, let's go for the Pink Diamond Glitched Flash DeMarcus Cousins. And I'd probably start Boogie over Blake, realistically. So start Blake on the bench and have Pink Diamond Boogie in at that starting position. At the small or power forward position off the bench, or small forward, because Bobby Jones can realistically play either of those positions. I'm going to say bring in Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler at the 3, and then have Bobby Jones in at the 2. And then at the backup 2 guard, you've already got Cam Reddish, who is obviously fantastic. I don't think you need to spend ridiculous amounts of MT here, so just bring in Rudy Fernandez. I think he's probably still the best diamond point guard out, or not point guard, shooting guard out there at the moment. And I think the badges he's got probably makes him just a little bit better than JB. So there are a couple of improvements you can make. Won't be spending all of your MT, but spending a decent chunk of it. And if you've got that much, you might as well spend a bit of it, my guy. But still, a very, very strong team. That's going to be a 9 out of 10. Fantastic. Next up, we have got Dante, who says, I'm currently trying to get Pink Diamond Terry. Aren't we all, my friend? And also, I want to get Westbrook. I love your vids and keep up good work. Thank you very much, Dante. I will. So, Mark Elford, Scottie Pippen, Thel Bailey, Antawn Jamison, Wayne Embry, CP3, Gerald Wallace, Jonathan Isaac, Serge Ibaka, and Brook Lopez down here. So he's trying to get Pink Diamond Terry like everybody is in the community, and he's going to get Westbrook at some point in, 3 weeks' time when he is available from Limited. So he's got 172,000 MT to play with, and there's a lot of cards that have tanked in price because of those Inferno packs that came out yesterday. So backup 2 guard, Eddie Jones, diamond card. He is just on the floor with his price. I can't believe how cheap he is. It's genuinely amazing. I think yesterday he was down at like 15k. I don't know what he is right now, but if he's anywhere near that, Eddie Jones in at the 2 is going to be a big improvement over Gerald Wallace, especially on the offensive end. At the 3, we're going to get Andrei Kirilenko in here, or at the 4, sorry, Andrei Kirilenko in here. Because AK, again, his price is down at like 60, 70k, which is so cheap. So you can get both of those guys for 100k, and they are big improvements. The backup 3, I'd say get, I think Amethyst Pascal Siakam is probably a more well-rounded card than this Jonathan Isaac. And then a backup center, I would say get the new DeAndre Ayton instead, because I think he's going to be, no, he is just a better version of this Brook Lopez, in my opinion. Don't get as much offense in DeAndre Ayton, but you get pretty much everything else being better. Really nice team, though. Really like that. Some really strong budget cards in there. And we'll give that one a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have got Andy. Hey, JD, I have 850,000 MT, and I would like to improve my backup center and a backup shooting guard position. Keep up the great work. I will do. Oh, look at you guys being so nice to me today. Thank you. So, backup point guard, no, shooting guard and center. I can't read today or any day. So we've got Tony Roten in at the shooting guard position and Sean Kemp in at the center position. And Nick Batum down here as well, who's okay, but not the most incredible card in the world. So I think backup center position, yeah, that's an easy one. Oh, to be fair, with the MT you've got, bro, get yourself Pink Diamond Boogie. Ball out. Treat yourself. Get Wayne Embry down to the bench and put Pink Diamond Boogie glitched in at that starting center position. Off the bench at the backup shooting guard position, it's going to be Scottie Pippen. It's going to be Rudy. No, you've already got Rudy Fernandez. J.R. Smith. You could get the new J.R., the Henny God. Bring him in there. That would be a pretty cool card to run with. Yeah, get J.R. Smith here and then get Scottie Pippen in at the 3. And instantly, that is a big boy upgrade for this squad. And spend a little bit of your MT, but you'd still have quite a bit of a bank for any content that comes out in the future. But a really nice team right there. Really like these players. That's going to get an 8 out of 10 from me. Next up, we have got Josh, willing to replace backup shooting guard. I'm going to replace AI with Westbrook and have 1 milli MT to spend. So we've got IT, Cam Reddish, Antawn Jamison again. Everybody out here rocking with Antawn Jamison and Wayne Embry. Byron Beck, Chris Bosh, Terry Cummings, Terrence Ross, Devin Booker, and AI. So I'm going to say, yeah, Devin Booker, definitely get him sold. Terry Cummings as well. I mean, obviously can't sell him, but he's just not the most incredible card in the world. So probably going to replace both of these guys. So backup shooting guard, get yourself Rudy Fernandez. Definitely the best budget shooting guard in the game right about now. And then Terry Cummings, get him out there and bring in Diamond Andrei Kirilenko. Or, you know, really ball out and get the new Pink Diamond Kristaps. And then have KP at the 5, Bosch at the 4. That's definitely an option as well. And then if you're going to replace AI anyway with Westbrook, then you don't really need to splash out a ridiculous amount on another point guard. But if you're going to, then I don't think Oscar Robertson is too expensive right about now. I think his price is under 100k, which is ridiculous. So you could buy a Big O and bring him in there as well. But again, another really solid team that's going to get an 8 out of 10. Now, you guys might be thinking these teams are all just ridiculous. I can only go by what you guys send in. Everybody who sends in the squad, they're just ridiculous. Maybe it's because if people don't have a good squad, they don't want to show it off. But trust me, boys, I try and find teams that need the most work doing to them. And everyone's just got ridiculous teams. It is hard to believe. Next up, we have got LJ, who says, started playing in mid-December. I've got around 300k MT, bringing in Galaxy Opal Jamison in a few days. 5 out, pick and roll, pick and pop. I want to improve my centers and point guard. So, we've got Marco Fultz and De'Aaron Fox at the point guard positions, and we've got Serge Ibaka and Sean Kemp as the center position. So 320k, plenty to work with, so let's go. Diamond DeAndre Ayton in here. Diamond Hakeem the Dream down here. We are going to take Nick Batum out of here. We're going to bring in Diamond Scottie Pippen. No, we're not. We're going to bring in Diamond Rudy Fernandez and have Rudy Fernandez at the 2, Cam Reddish at the 3. At the point guard position, Markel Fultz is fine. He is brilliant. De'Aaron Fox is good, but, you know, get the new Ruby Jarrett Jack. He's ridiculous. Get Jarrett Jack in here instead. And then I think Rip Hamilton's okay. Rudy Gay's okay. Roko's okay. I would say probably just get Scottie Pippen. instead of Rudy Gay, and then Eddie Jones instead of Rip Hamilton. And then it's going to revamp your squad, but it's going to make it look very nice. And get this guy as far away from your squad as you can, because Bill Walton ain't it, Chief. He is not a pretty card. But nice little team, nonetheless. We'll still give that one a 7 out of 10, because they are some nice budget cards. Next up, we have got Luigi. Hey, JD, I'm on current gen. I have 100,000 MT, and I'm trying to get a better starting power forward, badging out Antawn Jamison. So, Derek Rose, Rudy Fernandez, Antawn Jamison, Wayne Embry, Bill Walton, John Stockton, Scottie Pippen, Thurl Bailey, Rocco, and Hakeem the Dream. This is a card I can only assume he meant he needed a different centre rather than Wayne Embry. Because as Josh says right here, Bill Walton should be the one packing up, and I cannot disagree with that. Bill Walton, he's got to hit the road, man. You got to dip him out of here real quick. So move Wayne Embry over to the 5, or to be fair, just keep him there. Just buy DeAndre Ayton. Get the new Inferno, DeAndre Ayton, in at this centre position, and yeah, you're going to be set after that. Next person I would say to upgrade on this team, probably be Rocco, and probably, you know, if you can afford him, Andrei Kirilenko, but I don't think you'll be able to afford to, along with buying DeAndre Ayton. But that is who I would aim for to improve this squad a little bit further. Or move Thurl Bailey to the 4, because he's definitely accessible there. Move Scottie Pippen to the 3, again, very nice there. And then get Eddie Jones in at the 2. I think that's actually probably the way that I would go about this team right here. Really strong team, though, with the exception of Bill Walton. So they're still going to get a 8 out of 10 from me. Next up, we have got Clutch, who says, I'm nobody spent and I have 38,000 MT to work with. Please rate my squad and any suggestions to sell or pick up players I needed. Have a good rest of your day, and you, Clutch, my guy. So, Fultz, Gerald Wallace, Scottie Pippen, Antawn Jamison, Brook Lopez. Off the bench, CP3, Nick Anderson, that's a throwback. Byron Beck, Karl Malone, and Sean Kemp. Okay, so, sell Karl Malone, sell Sean Kemp, and, well, just ditch Nick Anderson, basically. And probably ditch Gerald Wallace as well, realistically. So Eddie Jones, really cheap. Bring him in at the 2, because we are working on a tight budget. So bring in Eddie Jones here. Bring in Amethyst Pascal Siakam in at the backup powerful position. The backup centre position, you should be able to afford Diamond Hakeem, because he's only like 15, 20k. So get Diamond Hakeem in at the backup centre position. And then backup shooting guard position. Again, I think Aaron Aflalo is dirt cheap. No, I know he's dirt cheap. He is literally like a couple of thousand MT. So bring in Aaron Aflalo in at the 2 guard, and you're pretty much set then. I think that's probably most of your MT gone, and that should be making some nice improvements to this squad. So not too bad off rip though. Still not too bad. We'll give that one still a 7 out of 10. It's still a solid enough team. Next up, we have got VDK. I spent like 30k MT on packs earlier. Always a bad move, but I'm in need of some better guards and a for sure centre. Appreciate the rate, my guy. So John Stockton, Diamond Shoe, and a Diamond Contract out here. Rudy Fernandez, Antawn Jamison, Byron Beck, Wayne Embry off the bench, AI, Pistol Pete, Walter Davis, Bobby Jones, and Hakeem, and then Thurl Bailey, Connie, and Michael Fultz. So this is a very small lineup here. You've got, what, 6 foot with AI, 6'2" with Pistol Pete, 6'5" with Walter Davis, I think. Don't come at me if I got those names measurements wrong, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Walter Davis, I would say dip him out of this squad. He can definitely go. And then quite simply just bring in Thurl Bailey here in his place. And then probably have Thurl Bailey at the 4, Bobby Jones at the 3. Pistol Pete as well. Yeah, you could probably get him out of this squad also. And then bring in the Henny God. Bring in Diamond JR at the 2. Why not? And then other than that, I think Rudy Fernandez is fine. John Stockton's fine. And then if you do want to improve this AI, then you could maybe afford a Pink Diamond Big O. If you sell Walter Davis, sell Pistol Pete, bring in JR, bring in Big O, you should be able to afford that. And that's going to make this team look really nice. Because your starting lineup is fine. Starting lineup's already really good. And I can only assume this guy is badged out as well. So looking really nice, man. Looking really nice. We will give that one a very solid 8.5. out of 10. And then finally, for today, we have got Nick, who says, AI has silver clamps, willing to replace Bill Russell. Don't have a playstyle, just take smart shots. And you like to hear that. So AI with silver clamps, Cam Reddish, Jimmy Buckets, Antawn Jamison, Chris Bosh. Off the bench, Rafer Alston from Season 2, I think, or Season 3. Eddie Jones, Richard Jefferson, Byron Beck, and then Bill Russell from Season 1. So my man from time ago. Oh no, Rafe Alston was Season 2. Yeah, Bill Russell was Season 1. So, damn, fair play, man. You've been holding on to these cards for a while. So, yeah, Bill Russell can definitely do with being improved. Diamond DeAndre Ayton, bring him in. I've recommended him a few times this episode because he is fantastic. He is that guy. And then Diamond Rafe Alston, he's still definitely all right. but he's not the most incredible card at this point in time. So a Monte Ellis or a John Stockton will be an improvement. Or if you can get the funds for a pink diamond big O, then I'll definitely recommend doing that, because that card is obviously absolutely fantastic. But again, it's another nice team. Jimmy Bucket's in here, who's really cheap right about now, by the way. I think he's like 150 to 200k, which is dirt cheap for this card, which is an incredible card. But yeah, looking like a really nice team. So we will give that one, for the final rating of the day, Bill Russell does bring it down a bit. We'll give that one a 7.5 out of 10 for now. So that is going to do it for the first video of the day, boys. Second episode of I Rate Your Scores of the week. So that's going to do it, boys. Hope you have enjoyed. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.